How do sunspots affect Earth's climate? Have you ever wondered how the sun, our closest star, impacts the climate on Earth? One fascinating aspect of this relationship involves sunspots. Sunspots are dark patches that appear on the sun's surface, resulting from magnetic activity. These spots follow an approximate 11-year cycle known as the solar cycle, where the number and size of sunspots fluctuate. During this cycle, the sun's brightness and the amount of solar radiation reaching Earth can change slightly. When sunspots are more numerous, the sun emits a bit more energy overall. This might sound surprising since sunspots are cooler areas. However, they are often accompanied by brighter regions called faculae, which boost solar brightness. Despite this, the total variation in solar energy reaching Earth during a solar cycle is quite small, around 0.1%. Now, you might ask, how does this tiny change affect our climate? The influence of sunspots on Earth's climate is subtle and complex. Short-term changes caused by individual sunspots are too brief to significantly impact Earth's temperature. However, over longer periods, shifts in solar activity, including sunspot cycles, can have some effect on our climate system. For instance, historical periods with very low sunspot activity, like the Maunder Minimum in the 17th century, coincided with cooler climate phases known as Little Ice Ages. But recent scientific observations show that the rapid warming we see today cannot be explained by changes in solar activity alone. In fact, solar output has remained relatively stable or even slightly decreased in recent decades. Sunspots and their related solar phenomena also influence Earth's atmosphere and space environment. They affect the amount of solar radiation and charged particles reaching Earth, which can impact atmospheric chemistry and dynamics. This might influence weather patterns to some extent. However, the overall effect of sunspot cycles on global climate is minor compared to other factors, like greenhouse gas emissions. From a policy standpoint, understanding the role of sunspots and solar activity is essential for accurately attributing causes of climate change. While solar cycles contribute to natural variability in climate, human activity is the dominant driver of recent climate change. This distinction is vital for shaping policies focused on reducing greenhouse gas emissions while continuing to monitor solar activity as part of climate science. In essence, sunspots cause small fluctuations in solar energy output that can influence Earth's climate slightly over long timescales, but they are not the primary cause of current global warming. Monitoring solar cycles remains important for understanding natural climate variations and preparing for potential impacts on communication systems and atmospheric conditions linked to solar activity.